How are you today?
Yes.
Excellent. Today I am really ready and committed for this training. I am ready and committed because I know what is going to happen in your life, in your pocket, if you understand and apply this training. If you understand and apply this training. If you understand it, you will have a brain tumor. If you apply it, you will have a pocket tumor. You want a pocket tumor or a brain tumor?
Pocket tumor.
Okay, very good. So it is 100% guaranteed. Are you with me?
Yes.
It has ISO certification, GMP certification, every certification you have, yes? If you apply it, you will be successful. You will be making money. And you can make that money within 1 month. How many of you want real money in 1 month? You want to finish poverty? Are you sure?
Yes.
Excellent. The problem, everybody wants money, but very few pay the price towards it. Okay, now I will ask the second question. How many of you are ready and committed for that money? Ready and
Committed.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you committed?
Yes.
Good. So I'm going to give you this money. Now, can we make a deal? When I finish the training, and if you apply it, in 30 days, you'll make at least 200,000 Kenyan shillings, each one of you. If you make plus, you'll give me the extra. If you make less, I will give you the gap. Is it a good deal?
Yes.
Okay, so but you have to do something which is very simple, that you have been doing it, but not with habit. Are you with me?
Yes.
You have been doing it, you have been acting upon it, but not habitualized it. Success is a matter of habit, not a mere act, says Aristotle, not me. It's not me, Aristotle says so. You want to be successful, you need to have a habit. I know we have a habit of laziness, yes or no?
Yes.
A habit of poverty, a habit of being poor. Then we are used to this poverty too much that we don't want to miss it. Do you want to miss your poverty or not? You want to miss it, yes? Let it go, and then we say, I used to be poor, I forget it, and then you will never go back. Are you with me?
Yes.
If you apply this training, it will be a habit. So when somebody asks you in the future, how did you become successful? You will be saying, by habit. I have a success habit. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
You don't say, I did this, I did that. Nobody do like that. So it is time to start our training. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. The training topic says massive prospecting. Yes? No. The lens. Massive prospecting, the lens. Yeah, great. Thank you. We have been prospecting, but we are going to see one by one. Can you go next, please? Eric Worre says, if you have a plane like that, okay, and then if you keep on moving your plane with 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, 99% effort, the plane will never take off. Yes? It doesn't take off. It will go and what? Finally, it will crash. How many of you have business things and you are not using 100% effort? You are doing things when you finish your sleep. You are doing things when you are convenient. You are doing things when you are not washing your clothes. You are doing things when you are not sick. You are doing things when there is no graduation party. You are doing things when you are, when you are in a mood. That is 60%, that is 70%, that's 90%, that's 99%. Your plane will never take off. It will finally crash. Is there anybody who has a plan to crash your business? You don't have a plan, but you are committed to crash your business. If you are committed to crash your business, even if you don't want it, will you crash it or not?
Yes.
You will crash it. So stop crashing your business. It is time in the beginning. The first 3 months are very crucial in your business. You need to make sure that your business plane takes off. How do you do that? Next, if you put 100% effort, what will happen? If you put 100% effort, then the plane will take off. What is that 100% effort? Maybe some of us we think that, okay, I'm doing TNs full time. Which fool are you doing it? Which fool? We have so many fools, yes? Is it the fool or the fool? Are you a full timer or a full timer? Many people are actually full timers, yes? But we need to change that into full timers. So now, Charmali says, fast fish eats the slow fish. Fast fish eats the big fish. It is not. In the past, it used to be what? Or in the traditional business, the big fish eats what? The small fishes. If you are big bank, then even if small banks come, then the small banks eventually die, or the big bank sometimes buys them. Yes, that is in traditional business. In network marketing, it is not how big you are; it is how fast you are. So it is all about speed. Fast fish eats slow fish, and also what? Big fish next. Now, so in network marketing, what do we really do? Most of us, we are busy, not on the major activity, but on the side activities, yes? For example, reading, yes? Team meeting, planning, buying shoes, yes? Shining your shoes, and you don't invite anybody. Do you think that will make bonus? No, so we need to know what are the basic things. So in network marketing, from anyone in the world, you prospect them and then put them on the name list, then invite them, then show the plan or OPP, then follow up, then foundation level training, then intermediate level training, then senior level training. Then the person will be what? A leader, successful, achieve dreams, team players, financial and time freedom, etc. Yes? You start from here, anyone in the world. Broke or rich, yes? Educated or not educated, living in Africa or Asia or Europe. It doesn't matter, male, female, it doesn't matter. Anyone in the world comes to this network marketing and passes through this, and finally you end up like this. You don't have any other option. Isn't that great? As long as you keep on doing. Now the problem, anyone in the world will not come to you and say, hey, you must have something, please show me. Do you expect people will come to you and ask you what do you do? No. It is us. We need to what? Go and what? Bring the people for the opportunity. After that, they will be going through this one. This is network marketing. If you open any business out there, if it is a shop, then people come to you. If it is a supermarket, people come to you. Yeah? But here, in this business, in network marketing, in Tian's business, we need to go and get our customers, get our partners, get our downlines, etc. Partners who work with you together. So this is what we need to do next. So now, in order to do that, you need to master one thing. You need to master how many things? You need to master one thing. You like it or you don't like it, you need to master how many things? Only one thing. One of the top network marketers in the past, his name is Tim Sales. On his book, he explains something. There is somebody who is a network marketer, but in the past he used to be what? Wrestler. You know wrestlers. So this wrestler mastered on one thing, he says. He mastered on how many things? One thing. And that thing is, as you can see here, the wrestler is just to pull two legs of the opponent and to let him fail. Are you with me? So that is what he mastered. So one day he says, I went into a ring and there is a competition. So just before the competition starts, the coach of the opponent, he loudly said or shouted that he only knows on how to catch you on your legs. If you stay away from your hands, then you can win him. Then this guy said, oh my God, my trick is already understood, known, so I have no way to win. Then the competition started. He said, I know nothing except for trying to what? To pull the legs. And then I kept on trying, and the guy kept on what? Staying away from the hands, and finally he said, I won because I mastered on pulling the legs. Are you with me? No matter what the opponents may say, or may have, or may be protected, if you master on one thing in this business, even if you don't know all the other activities, if you go back, please. Go back, please. Even if you don't know how to give OPP or follow-up or foundation level training, intermediate, whatever, even if you don't know all those, if you master on one thing, you can succeed. Maybe you heard about one of the top earners here in Kenya is Issa Babu, the late Issa Babu. He passed away. But he is making, if you check on the accounts department, he is making 40,000, 50,000 US dollars per month. Are you with me? He passed away. If you ask him, he doesn't know follow-up, foundation level, training, team building, etc. No. I met him 10 years ago in Limuru when we take training. But he prospects every day. Are you with me? He prospects, he talks to people, and he puts you direct. He have 1 direct, 2 direct, 100 direct, 400 direct. Are you with me? If you have 400 directs, will you succeed?
Yes.
Even if you don't know OPP, somebody will give OPP for you. Even if you don't know how to follow them up, even if you don't know the marketing plan. Our problem is we know too much, and we act based on what we need to master. So today, we are going to master on what we are supposed to master, whether we like it or not. Eric Ore says, we are not going to do what we like to do. We do what we get results from. Yes? If prospecting gives you results. So, go next, okay? So, this guy, look at this guy. This guy, okay? He's almost going to lose, yes? But look at him. He mastered, yes? He mastered on pulling the what? Are you with me?
Yes.
The training one is not on the door. Focus. Focus. Hey, hello? I said focus, that's not the training. Focus, always in life we lose focusing on what we don't make money with.
Yeah.
Here is your money. That's not your money. So focus on where you make what? Money. Okay. So this guy, it seems that he's going to lose, yes? But he kept on, fighting and pulling the legs finally. Then he wins, as you can see. Why? Because he what? Mastered on something. So what do you need to master as in this business? In your job, in your business, whatever you do, you need to master on what? One activity. Next. And that is called prospecting. That is called what? Prospecting. So when you do prospecting, next, let's see what to do. No, back. Wait, back. Okay. When you do prospecting, we are in a business of what? Words of mouth advertisement. Do you need to master on advertisement? Yes, because that's what we do. Let's see network marketing next. So in network marketing, you have what? Tian's company. In our business, we have Tian's company. Next, the company produces high quality products and sells the products to you and I. Have you consumed the company's products? Have you consumed the company's products?
Yes.
Yes. And then, once you use the company's products, next, you do words of mouth advertisement for the company. I am a word of mouth advertiser for the company. And the company, because of your words of mouth advertisement, will compensate you. That is called the compensation plan, the marketing plan, etc. Yes? So what's our responsibility? Words of mouth advertisement. In network marketing, the company does not advertise, but the customer advertises. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Don't confuse this one. You will not see Tian's advertising on anything, but you and I, we are the advertisers. Shall we advertise 1, 2, 3, 4 people per day or 1,000 people per day? Which one is more productive?
1,000.
Which one will take off your plane to the air? 1,000, yes? But if you prospect 1, 2, 3 people per day, Eric Worre says, slow and steady kills you in this business. Slow and steady works in other businesses. But in network marketing, in Tian's, slow and steady kills you. But you need to do what? Massive activity so that your plane takes off. Once you have like, I want you to imagine that all the distributors in this room are your downlines. Do you think your plane will take off? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. I want you to imagine like that. But you can't go to the market and bring 1-2 people per day and expect to have a room full of active leaders like this. If you want active leaders full of this room in the future, in the near future, what you need to do is you need to... Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. I want you to imagine like that. But you can't go to the market and bring 1-2 people per day and expect to have a room full of active leaders like this. If you want active leaders full of this room in the future, in the near future, what you need to do is you need to do massive what? Advertisement. Massive, not just word of mouth advertisement. If you do word of mouth advertisement, then you'll make a living. If you do massive advertisement, then you will make a great fortune in this business. That is very important. When I started this business 10 years ago in Ethiopia, that's what I did. Okay? I started first word of mouth advertisement, then that's not quite enough. Then I started to post posters so that I have like 15-20 people for prospects daily coming for the OPP. Then I started flyer distribution up to 600 flyers per day. I go to the streets and then distribute on my town, on my city. Then every day when I do that one, I have many people, so I don't care about follow-ups. Are you with me? The moment you are calling people for follow-up, then you are not doing massive. You shouldn't be bothered. They should be the one calling you. Because you are giving opportunity, yes or no?
Yes.
Who's getting the job? You are the giver, so why should you call them? They should be the one to call you, because my life has transformed. I was suffering in the past, so you should also be giving the opportunity. But to give the opportunity, give it to so many people at a time so that you choose. Are you with me? But if you give one, then you come here and you wait for one doesn't show up, and then you say, my guest is not here. What will happen? You will go home like this, a broken heart, yes? But if you have 10 people and 5 of them they didn't come, who notices about them, yes? You forget them and you handle the 10 and you will tell them, tomorrow if you come, we go together. If you don't come, I have some other people coming, yes? That is great. It will give you the posture, it will give you the confidence, yes? And you will do this for how many years? You are not going to do it forever, yes? Our upline is in South Africa. She didn't come here, but she's making money there. Do you know that? Her upline is in China. Somebody in China is getting paid because of you. In the future, it's going to be the same. Yes? Somebody in Latin America, somebody in Europe is working, and you have never been there, and then they're in your network, you get paid. That is the system. So you need to make sure that you prospect massively, not just 1, 2, 3. Let's see next. Now, massive advertisements. How can you do it? Number 1, posters. You can do posters. One of the top networkers himself, he says, I responded to an advertisement and then he get this opportunity in network marketing. So please don't tell me that advertisement doesn't work. It works. I get my first gold lion from notice board posters. How many of you want to get your gold lion from posters? Raise your hands. Go and post. Go and post, okay? They will not come to you until you bring them. And my gold lion got his first gold lion through flyers. On one leg I have 2 gold lions. And one came from poster, yes? And the other one came from flyers. Do you see the power of flyers and posters? Yes, so in the future you will be giving testimony here. Your gold lions came from what? Posters and flyers. So posters and flyers. I know you are distributing flyers. I know you are using posters. But now it is time to change it from action into habit. Are you with me?
Yes.
From action into habit. You're not going to do it for promotion. You're going to do it as a habit. There's promotion or not, you should always promote yourself. Yes or no?
Yes.
So whenever promotion comes, you should achieve it before. You should achieve it before the promotion is launched. Why? Because you are giving 100% what? Effort. Flyers, newspapers, magazines, TV, radio, internet, all these are what? All these are medias, mass medias for you to advertise your business. For me to advertise my business. Is it possible? Yes. Our sponsor Joyce, yes, my appliance Joyce Waweru uses even the TV, and she makes sales. She showed me on the TV, yes, advertisement on the products, and then people call her, and then that's what she makes sales, $2,000 per month, just from TV. And the TV station is paid. She's also paid. Isn't that great?
Yes.
And people are calling her from their phone, not her airtime. Yes, it's very easy life. So you don't start with that, but can you start with poster and flyers?
Yes.
Now I'm going to show you how to make minimum of $2,000 per month and above. Minimum. Next month, this time. If you start this week, next. Now let me ask you questions. Question number 1, very important. Have you ever distributed flyers? Raise your hands and respond. Don't tell me yes. There is no a yes flyer. Yes. Did you distribute flyers?
Yes.
Okay. Then how many did you distribute out? Maybe 500. Okay. Then what was the result? So the first person distributed how many flyers? 500 flyers. Is it the job flyer or the health checkup flyer? Okay. Then how many leaders did you get, or what was the result?
20, 15.
You get 20 of them registered? Result. Don't tell me they showed up and go. This is not result. So, what was the result? Result is either registration or product sales. Otherwise, it's just action. Okay? You did 500 and the result is what? 0. Excellent. Very good. Number 2. Yes? Anybody? Have you ever distributed flyers?
Yes.
Health checkup or whatever. Okay? How many? And what was the result?
500.
Uh-huh.
Health checkup.
Okay.
Plans.
Sorry?
Put 2 people for checkup.
To check up. Were there any sales? PV?
Yes.
How many?
300.
300 PV? Okay, 2 checkups and 300 PV. Excellent. Very good. Next. Yes.
1,000 flyers.
Okay, number 3 is 1,000 flyers.
6 last month.
6 checkups, yes?
And around 500 people.
Not around. There is no round figure. It is too much so you forget, yes?
Actually about 3 silvers, that's 600.
600. 3 silvers. Wow, you guys are making money. So, 600 PV. Number 3. Number 4. Anybody else? Yes. Evan, yeah. And Evan, but I want to talk about just flyers. How many flyers did you distribute? 10,000. Okay.
69 for checkup.
You get 69 checkups. Okay. 1,500 PV. Okay. Are you seeing the results? Is success related with numbers?
Yes.
No pain?
No gain.
No gain. No pain?
No gain.
If you say I don't want to distribute flyers, it is like I don't want money. That's what it means. Okay. Now, let's take average. I think this is quite enough sampling, yes? We just took some samples. We took even 0. Is it a very good sampling?
Yeah.
We have 0, we have numbers. Now, so average. Somebody, I want you to add up all this and divide it by 4. Flyers. Average flyers. 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 divided by 4. 3,000. If you distribute, are we taking now here theory or practice? Practice, real practice. They were in the market and they told us the results. If you have 3,000 flyers, then the results now, the number of checkups, 0 plus 2 plus 6 plus 69. Somebody add it up and divide by 4. 300 flyers will get how many checkups? Anybody?
20.
Is it 19?
Yes.
Good. 19 checkup. 19 checkup means in cash. How much is it? 19,000? Do you make 19,000 as a distributor from the checkup? Yes or no? Now why are you doubting? I expected yes. Yes? You say yes. Okay, 19,000. Now that is the cash. How about PV? I want you to add up 300 plus 0 plus 600 plus 1,500 divided by 4.
600.
Is it 600? 600 PV. Is it very good PV?
Yes.
Of course. Okay. Then how about 30%? Did you make 30% from this?
Yes.
Okay. So PV, the PV is 70%. Okay. So
30%.
times 30%. Yes. 30% of 600 is how much? 3,000 times 3 times 6.
18.
18. Yes.
Yeah.
18,000. Okay. From 600 PV, did you make some bonuses?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say that you use this one only for your personal ID. Let's say this is retail sales. Yes? If it is retail sales, then that retail sales is some of you make 20%, 25%, etc. Yes, 30% based on the star level. Yes? Monthly bonus. The monthly bonus is from retail sales. So from this retail sales, you make, let's say, 20%. 20% of 600 is how much? 20% of 600 is 100? 120 dollars, yes? So it is 12,000 Kenyan shilling. So the total income you make is how much? 12,000 plus 18,000 plus 19,000. Can you add it up, please? 49,000. From how many flyers? 3,000 flyers. Are you with me?
Yes.
Is it your money or your money? Yes, there's no other. As long as you are willing to distribute. Now, we are going to talk about 15,000 flyers per month. Serious business. Massive. Let me ask you something. If you distribute 15,000 flyers per month, are you serious or serious?
Serious.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so 15,000 flyers will bring, let's start with the result, yes? How many checkups will it bring you? No.
19 times 5.
You know, 3,000 times 5 is 15,000.
Yeah.
So we need to multiply all this by 5 to get the average. So the checkups will be how much?
95.
19 times 5. 95 checkups. These checkups is human beings. Yes? It's not checkup. Human beings, they come. Yes? So 95 checkups. That means every day the shop will be full of only your customers. Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes. So 15,000 flyers means how many flyers per day? 500, yes? 15 flyers, 15,000 flyers per month. Per day is 500. Okay. So 95 checkups per day. That is number one. And the cash from checkup you get 95,000. So $1,000 is done. Yes. Okay. Number two, PV. How much PV will you make? 600 times 5. Yes. 3,000. Most of you, including your downlines, are you selling this much per month? Most of us, together with our downlines, we don't even sell 3,000. So you are quite enough to make how much sales?
3,000.
Now, if you have 3,000 PV every month, the coming 3 months by yourself, how much will you have? 9,000. Yes, 10,000. So in 3 months' time, can you achieve any promotion?
Yes.
By yourself. Multiply that by the number of active leaders you have working with you. If you have 10,000, so 3,000 PV you can generate by yourself. And the next one is what? 30%. How much is the 30%?
20,000.
The 30% here is 18,000 from 3,000 flyers, from 15,000 flyers, which is times 5 and times 5, yes? Is it 90? 90,000 Kenyan shilling, yes? Okay, the 30% is that much. How about for bonus?
60.
Will you make bonus?
Yes.
This is 12 times 5 is 60,000 Kenyan shilling. Okay, now that's all, yeah? Now let's add up all this.
90.
Exclude the PV. 95 plus 90 plus 60 is how much? 245,000 Kenyan. Is it quarter a million? Every 4 months you can make 1 million Kenyan shilling. Is it possible or possible?
Possible.
It is possible. Now, 245. Now, earlier when I start, I told you something. You'll take how much? How much will I take? Don't forget, yeah, I didn't come here not to make money. So you will take 200,000. Will you be able to give me 45,000?
Yes.
Because I gave you this knowledge. Yeah, when you arrive, you'll give me. I know you will arrive with more than this. But don't betray me later on. Don't say, this is too much. I give you only 10,000. Even if I collect 10,000 from each, who's getting better?
You.
Yeah, I am. Are you with me now? Now, 245,000 Kenyan shilling, not as a team, only by your personal effort. Are you a good employee
Yes.
for your own dream? Is it a very good employment?
Yes.
245. Now, can you make it? Yes. What is the price of this? The price or the cost? Number one, you need to have the flyers. The flyers, if you if you order as a team, 8 of you, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 of you, you can go together to Esther, and then if you ask her, she will tell you that 40 cents per flyer. You can print 15,000 each, it will be 120,000, and then you will pay only 48,000 Kenyan shilling for the flyers. Are you with me? So which is the flyers is about 6,000 Kenyan shilling. Okay. Number 2, you need time, like 2 hours per day. That is also the price. That's the cost. Can you finish 500 flyers in 2 hours per day?
Yes.
Good. Which one is the most convenient time for flyer distribution?
Morning.
Early morning or after the office hours? Like at 5:30 you can start, and then until 7. 1.5 hours. Can you finish it?
Yes.
Because people are rushing, and then you make sure that you go to a place whereby so many people are passing by, and then you speak something, you tell them it says opportunity or job done or health checkup. Okay, you say something while you are giving. You can see some people selling on the streets. When they sell, some of them they just stand like that, but the others they what? They even sing, they even dance, so you will be tempted to buy from them. Your flyer is also money, remember? So 2 hours per day, that's it. How many of you are willing to pay the price? Are willing to pay the price? Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
Excellent. Even if you borrow from someone 6,000 and get the flyer printed, do you think you can refund the guy even 12,000? Yes?
Yes.
Give me 6,000. At the end of this month, I'll give you 12,000. Is it a good deal?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Now, How many of you really believe if I distribute 15,000, really this is 100% possible? 100% possible. Excellent. Very good. Now, the problem. Are you with me? Now we need to understand the problem. The problem today you will decide. That is a big problem. You say, yeah, I made a decision. So tomorrow you wake up and then when your upline asks you, you say, yeah, I decided. Have you decided? Yes, I have decided. Are you going to print a flyer? Yes, I'm going to print a flyer. So I'm looking for Esther. And Esther is here. Yes? Then when you meet her, then you say, please give me your phone number. Then you take the phone number, then you decide. And then you talk with your team members. Yes, let's print flyers and you will have a meeting for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you still make the decision. You say, yes, now let us distribute by the team. Then after you make the team decision, then you come to another team and say, let us print our team and your team. Then it takes additional 3 weeks. Then at the end of the month, you still made a decision, but no action. Decision is the worst enemy you have today. How many of you can act today before you go home? You act today. How do we act? How do we act? Number one, we go and buy for today. How many flyers? Is it possible to buy the loose ones? Even if it's expensive, I buy because I want to make money when? When do you want to make money? Next year or today?
Today.
If you want to make money today, you must pay the price when? Today. So pick 500 and then what? On the way home, finish it today. Have you started your flyer? And then order for tomorrow. The 5,000. If you order today, can they finish it tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, normally 1 day, 2 days, yes? If she cannot finish it tomorrow, then you buy 1,000. You buy 1,000 for today and tomorrow. Yes, the loose ones. Fill up your name and, and telephone. And keep on distributing today and tomorrow. Then the day after tomorrow, will you collect your flyer? Yes, and then you will continue distributing. If you start today, then believe yourself, you're going to make 245 minimum, and your PV is how much? Only by yourself. That is great. Now, how many of you will start distributing? That's the action. Flyers, it's not printing. Are you with me? It's not just printing. You must act today on what? Because it is the distributing. It's not the ordering that brings you the result. It's not the preparation that brings you the result. It is what? The action towards it. So, distribute today. Anyone who is going to start today and tomorrow, the room will be full of that person. Please raise your hands. Okay, you see, I want you to see this one. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. In the beginning, when I asked you how many of you are ready or want to get 2,000, what? 2,000 US dollars per month. Everybody ready. Now, when I give you the price, then you say, okay, let me think. Success belongs to those who dare and pay. Hey, you've been singing this music. It is time to make money with it. Okay, stop singing and start what? Making money. Be the one. Be the one who makes the money. Start when? Today. 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 Now. Then you will make money. Now, I want you to imagine the effect of duplication. Now, who gave me this number, please? Because I want this guy. Number one. Yes? How many downlines do you have now? How many downlines do you have in your network now?
3.
3. Oh, okay. 3. And the second one? Who gave me this number? Yes, please.
233.
233. Wow. 233. Okay. How many downlines?
170.
Is it whose?
170.
Oh, 233. And this one is whose? 170 and 104. So if you add up this one, it will be 200, 300, 400, 500, and divided by 4, it will be 125. Yes, average 125. Let's say out of this, 10 of your leaders are active. Are you with me? I took average. 10 leaders are active. 90 are inactive and 10 are active. When you multiply this, yes, how many PVs do you have here? 3,000 PVs, yes? Now 3,000 PVs per month, per person, yes? Only you bring 3,000. Times when 10 of your leaders work, how much will be your TNPV per month? 30,000. If you work, the coming month is what? April, May, June. 3 months. Until June, how much will you have as TNPV? 90,000. Will you be car awardee?
Yes.
Can you drive your car in July? Can you achieve all the other promotions?
Yes.
Stop working for promotion and master on prospecting. Do massive prospecting. Then whenever promotion comes, it is for you, like as if the company will give you even in advance. So do not work for promotions. Always achieve your targets, and whenever promotion comes, you are sure that it is going to be done. So this is only on this one. Now let's see on your bonus. If you just work by yourself, how much money are you going to generate at the end of the month? 245,000 Kenyan shilling. Now, how about when you have 90,000 what? In 3 months, yes? Let's say that you duplicated 10 of your downlines, duplicated you, and then you're selling 30,000 PV, yes, per month. And if you multiply like 5% of 30,000 will be how much? Indirect bonus, or we call it sales bonus, yes? Retail sales bonus is about 5% of this is how much? 1,500, which is 150,000 Kenyan shilling. So in addition to this one, you will have also what? 150,000 Kenyan. That means you will be making about 400,000 Kenyan shilling. Close to 500,000. Every 2 months you can make 1 million Kenyan shilling. This is your money. The money isn't in the flyers. If you pay the price to make sure that 500 flyers are given away properly, professionally, correctly. Don't go to the kindergarten and give health checkup flyers to the kids. Yes? Make sure that you give the, it should go to the person who is highly probable to what? To be your customer. Okay? So if it is a job, don't give it to the old people. Yes? Give it to the young. This one I know you know. But if you do like this, then you can make 500,000. If you have any target less than 500,000, please cancel that target. That's not a target. That is your money, but you are not willing to pay the price. How many of you will you pay the price within the coming 3 months, starting from now, today, and you make what? You become an example on this stage. You come to this stage and you will say, I took this training, massive prospecting, and then in 1 month time, this is my money, 240,000 Kenya shilling. I received it. Yes? And then after 3 months, you will be saying, I am a car awardee. Are you with me?
Yes.
Car awardee. I achieved the car award together with my team, and then I am making 500,000 Kenyan shilling per month, and my life has transformed just because I master on what? Prospecting. Is it clear? Next. Good. Now the action plan. Prepare your own what? 15,000 prospecting flyer, or you can use also social media advertisements. You can use social media advertisement, yes? You can use Facebook and then advertise on Facebook or other medias, and posters also. Prepare posters, but not less than 15,000. If it is flyer, not less than 15,000. If you say, okay, 15,000, let me prepare 10,000. Then your downlines will copy into 5,000, and their downlines will copy into 500, and their downlines will see you. Are you with me? It should be massive. It should be productive. It should give you confidence and believe that if I distribute this, for sure I will make money. Let's say you fail. You fail 50%. You fail 60% and achieve only 40%. Is 100,000 Kenyan shilling per month. Is it very good income for you?
Yes.
Whatever you are making now, it is there. You are going to add 100,000. If you fail 60% of this and achieve only 40%. So I'm telling you, it is your money. Go and pick it. It is your money. Go and pick it. I'm not giving you probability here. This is your money. If you pay the price, it is like from here. If you keep on driving to Mombasa, will you doubt you will get there? Will you doubt that you'll get there? And then you are driving, guess what? You'll get there. So this money, you will get there every month if you pay the price. If you are in action every day with habit. Okay? So that's what you do. Fix the date to start to distribute. Fix the date. I start distributing on this date. Fix the date. Then fix places you will be distributing. Now in your mind, sit down and today, now, don't tell me, okay, let me go home and think about it. No. Now decide which spots you are going to distribute the flyers. And then distribute how many per day? 500 per day. Until 10 of your downlines copy you. By the way, by the time 10 of your downlines copy you, do you need to distribute? You are going to be the 11th one. Yes? Your downlines 500 times 10 each, it will be 5,000 flyers being distributed in your team. We are going to shake the whole what? Kenya. Are you with me?
Yes.
If 100 people here in this room, all of us will distribute 15,000 flyers per month. Do you know that that is 1.5 million flyers per month? Do you think we can shake Kenya? That is 3% of the Kenyan population, yes? 3% of the Kenyan population. So if we distribute, I think 1 year, every household in Kenya, they will get what? 1 10th flyer. I want to be 10% mine. 4 million should be mine. Are you with me? I don't know your percentage. From 40 million, I need only 4 million. How much do you need? I don't know. But you have to work and get it. Claim your right. Now set target. How many new directs will you sponsor upon completing? How many new people can you? How many do you believe you can sponsor if you distribute and finish 15,000 flyers per month? How many directs will you get? From your experience, for sure. Give me the minimum one that you really believe. If I distribute 15,000, for sure I can get this much number of directs. Anyone who can guess or tell me? Anyone who has a flyer distribution experience, please give me your number. If you distribute 15,000, do you think 0.5% from 200 flyers, one direct, is it possible? Is it possible? Yes. Okay, so from 15,000 it will be 75 directs. 75 direct. You would bring 75 directs with you and you teach them the same thing. If you teach them the same thing, then if you go and sleep, you can actually succeed. The problem, we never retire in this business is we are working small, yes? Small, and before people copy from us, it takes like 20 years. But if you are doing massive, people see and they copy because they see your activity, they see your results and you inspire people. If you make 250,000 Kenyan shilling next month and onwards, do you think as a downline I will be inspired to copy you? Yes. Inspire your downline through your own results. When you have results, your downlines will actually copy. So you will be actually transforming everybody's life in your team. Target how much bonus you will make from it. If you have 75 directs and they also use health checkup flyers, can they become silver? Is it possible? 75 silvers is how much? Times 200? Is it 15,000? If they become silver, yes?
150.
Is it?
It's 15,000.
Yeah, it is 15,000. 15,000 you have direct sponsoring bonus. How much? Is it 20%? Is it 20%? 20% of 15,000 is how much? Direct sponsoring bonus. Remember, we never talked about this one. So, direct sponsoring bonus, which is 20%? 3,000. Is it US dollars? Are you seeing that actually you are a millionaire, but you are not willing to claim your money? I don't want to. If I go to the development bonus, yes. If I calculate the development bonus, coaching bonus, you want to die now. Finish, okay, done. But please, who want to lead and who want to be an example? Anybody who want to? Okay, everybody wants, that's the problem. Who is willing to pay the price? There's the price. To pay the price. Who is going to start today distributing flyers? Really?
Yes.
Okay, do you have the money?
Yes.
So can I call Jacinta now?
Yes.
And she picks the money? Anybody who can call Jacinta, please? Oh, sorry, Esther. Yes. Is Esther around? No. Can somebody call MC? Somebody please call her. And then action. Yes? You go and print together. Then she will give us discounts. When we give the discount, and then we start to take. Then we make sure that 3% of the Kenya population gets our what? Our flight. So everybody says, what is this thing? What is this thing? They will be talking about it. It should be on the news. Are you with me?
Yes.
It should be. These days there is a new movement called health checkup. Yes. And it's very important for the generation until we shake the whole Kenya. Is it possible?
Yes.
Remember, don't expect the others to start. Start for yourself and then copy for the others. Is it possible you can achieve? Yes. So this is target how much bonus you will make. Direct sponsoring bonus, checkups and retail sales and development bonus and coaching bonus. I want you to sit down and calculate how much money you're losing until today. How much money you are losing until when? Until today. So if you calculate, I know you're not going to sit because it will be too painful. It is very painful to lose 250,000 Kenyan shilling at least every month. Do not set a target for 245,000 Kenyan shilling because that's not a target. That is the money that you can actually generate from how many flyers? 15,000 flyers. Is there anyone who has ever distributed 15,000 flyers per month? Please raise your hands. I want you to see. Nobody.
I have.
Oh, okay. You
How
are.
do you think I found you?
I know. You are not included here. That is, we are trying to copy normal people, not abnormal. So look, if we do that, do you think result is for sure there before we start? You know, today, order the flyers and then you get it tomorrow. The moment you take home the flyers, you start to believe as a million. You know why you believe? Because you have paid the price. Yes? The difference is in paying the price or not. Yes? We dare and pay and then you distribute. Even if you want to quit, before you quit, you have to finish this flyer. When you finish this flyer, you'll make what? Make sure all your downlines get what? These flyers, and then they will not quit. They can't, use it as a firewood or whatever. Yes? They will actually do it. When they do, they make money. And then your team will grow. So the other one is if you duplicate that by 10 downlines, this is the result. Can you imagine? Car award is yours. Because 90,000 PV until June you can generate. Don't expect to get Karawat at the end of the year. Please don't be lazy. That is for lazy people. That is not for successful people. Successful people until June you can get your Karawat. I just showed you your car. Do you want to drive your car?
Yes.
How bad do you want it? No, 3 people very bad. But I think you are so much convenient and happy inside Matatu. The noise is okay, sometimes the smell is okay. Sometimes the conductor is, pushing you and pulling you, not treating you very well, and I think you are happy with that.
No.
Until you say, no, I need to be respected. Nobody is going to respect you until you respect yourself. Now go to the field, distribute flyers. On the same spot you distribute flyers, you will be driving your BMW. Then you will remember, I remember this place. That's how I drive my cars now. That place when I distribute, one guy was very hard on me and then, you want to stop there and take selfie of your car. Yes? Otherwise you will be taking your selfies always inside Matatu. Nobody can take selfies. Today take your last selfie inside Matatu. Why? The story of Matatu is going to be finished, over. Decide today. Take your selfie inside Matatu today. Why? Because you need the picture in the future for your success stories. I was in, this is inside Matatu, and this is in my BMW, this is in my... That's how it happened for me. Yes? I distributed 600 flyers per day together with my team. Guess what? Life has transformed. Now I'm not distributing. Why? Because I have a crew distributing. Are you with me? You will create a crew because you are willing to go and lead. Lead by example. 3 months. After 3 months, you stop and then you create 10 more crew who will what? Distribute. Then the 10 will create how many? In the coming 1 year. In the coming 1 year. Can you copy your distribution habit into 10 people? Is it possible?
Yes.
In the coming 2 years, can the 10 copy their distribution habit into 100 people, which is 10 each? Is it possible?
Yes.
After 2 years, 100 people times 1% is how much, PB? By yourself, 3,000. 100 times 3,000 is how much? 300,000 US dollars. Do you know that you will achieve the maximum bonus? Every week from 1 month you will be eating how much?
5,000.
5,000. If you have 4 legs, 15,000. Every month you can make actually 60,000 US dollars per month. How many of you want
6 million
that?
Kenya shillings per
6
month.
million Kenyan shillings per month.
Isa now makes 5 million shillings per month.
Do you see?
Old man, dead man.
Who's dead? He's dead or we are dead? Honestly.
Yeah.
You know he's making and he's dead. We are not making and we are alive. Who's dead? I don't want to say this. So can we at least be inspired by him? You know, the one thing that he mastered was on prospecting. He talked to everybody he met and then he recruited direct. The whole Sudan is on one leg.
Yep.
The whole half of the Ethiopian market is on one leg.
Yep.
We, and then here all of us on one leg. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. All
And then
one
there is another leg of in Ethiopia, which is each leg is selling 150 to 200,000 US dollars plus per month. Are you with me? Each leg finish. He's not here, and we are here. Can we do better?
Yeah.
Yes, if we master on prospecting, forget the OPP. I mean, the OPP, somebody is giving it for you here anyway.
Yeah.
The problem is who is filling the rooms, yes? If you go and prospect, this room is not enough, and then the other room is not enough, and we will have like 10 rooms, 10 OPPs in Westland at the same time. It is possible, and it should be because of you. I don't know how bad do you want to have your own car, lifestyle, live. You are youngsters. Why do you live like old people? Are you youngster really who can tell me, show me your lifestyle? I mean, it is always very good to be rich while you are
Yeah.
young. You have the energy, you have the passion, you have the desire, etc. What if you become old and you have Prado now? You drive the best car. What will happen? Nothing. You are not inspired. You are old anyhow. You need to drive when?
Now.
Now. And is car on your way? 3 months. 3 months. You can actually get it. It is possible. If you duplicate to 10 down lines, then your life will be transformed. But it should start from who? From you. So how many of you, before you go to home today, you make sure that you distribute flyers when? Today. Don't tell me that I ordered flyers. That's not this flyer distribution. I have been giving this training for the past 15 days and still people are ordering. Are you with me? For the past how many days? 15 days. Guess what? Then the 15 days will be over. Guess what? The 3 months will be over. Guess what? The 1 year will be over. Guess what? Their life will be over before they distribute flyers. Don't decide. Act today. And even if you pay 6,000 now for 15,000 to Esther, yes? And then she told you, I'll give you tomorrow. Don't wait. How about today? Take 500 and then what? Distribute. 500. Start when? I know some of you, next month this time, you will be on this stage and you will be sharing. You'll be sharing 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. Don't forget me. Don't forget me. Remember how much is yours, how much is mine? 200,000 is yours and 45 is
Yours.
It's mine. I come and collect. I'll be coming. Is it a good deal?
Yes.
Please, let's go into it. Life is short. Is that not?
Yes.
Life is short. And life is very sweet when you make money.
Yeah.
When you don't have option, you want to die. Yes?
Yeah.
Even living is meaningless.
Yeah.
Please, let's not just consume this world and go. Let's be contributing. Yes? Giving out. Inspiring people. I never, since I joined in this business because of my upline choice, I never imagined that I am